Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Had to hit the opera on you, Knuckles.
Skip, I don't think anybody on any network has defended Aaron Rodgers more than I have.
I'll buy that.
But I'm getting tired of his.
Good. Thank you.
He talking about no, he don't want a farewell tour. Skip, who posted on his IG The Last Dance? Does he understand what The Last Dance meant? The Last Dance was Michael Jordan didn't play anymore.
Correct.
Ain't nobody was talking about no farewell tour until you brought it up. Ain't nobody even thinking about no farewell tour. Kobe mentioned at the end of the beginning of the year, this is my last year, they gave even Kareem, remember Skip, everybody was giving Kareem rocking chairs, somebody gave him some boots, some guitar, I get all that. But ain't nobody mentioned no farewell tour until you brought it up. Nobody was thinking about no retirement until you brought it up. You brought this up because you or your team leaked to Adam Schefter that there were issues between you and Green Bay.
Correct.
You did this.
He did it. Yep.
Wasn't about no retirement. What you wanted to do, you wanted to throw your weight around. You say, Green Bay, get rid of Brian Gutekunst or else.
Yep.
They say, I'm a firm believer, Skip. When somebody gives you a choice, an ultimatum, do this or else, always choose else. And that's what Green Bay did.
Yep.
Retire. We're not trading you. Well, I was 50-50. You weren't 50-nothing. Man, I'm tired of this. You know what he done, Skip? You know who he turned into? He turned into the guy that he came behind. He done turned into Brett Favre. Skip, you remember the last 4 or 5 years? Every year, Brett, man, I don't know. I think I'm going to retire. I think I'm going to hang it up. I'm retired. And Green Bay said, you know what? We're going to retire you from Green Bay because we finna trade you to the Jets. Aaron, you're up. And Green Bay got tired of Aaron Rodgers' BS. That's why they hired a coach and didn't tell him. That's why they made the moves, because they got tired of his BS.
They did.
Man, Aaron, stop this. Go play football. And don't worry about it. If they give you a farewell tour, okay. If they don't, that's okay too. But I need you to play football and stop talking about I don't want any farewell tour while you keep putting up, why you want all these guys back. Why you want Clay Matthews back.
Yep.
Why you want Randall Carr back. You want to get the band together for one last hoorah. Man, you need to stop, man. He really getting on my nerves, Skip.
Aaron Rodgers has been getting on my nerves for the last 10 years. Is it now 11 since he went to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, 2010.
Yep. So I'm going to put your man Aaron Rodgers on my couch for a minute and psychoanalyze. I see an aging quarterback who found a way to deal with pressure last year. And the way to deal with it was to say, I'm finding my bliss. It's to all but go hippie beach bum. That's what he looks like now. Right. He's let his hair grow long and he just combs it straight back. He doesn't style it anymore. And every word out of his mouth is about joyfulness, happiness. I'm focused on joyful and happy.
Right.
And I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. We just heard him say. And he talked about last year, he said, I took the headphones off on bus, when they're bussing on the road, and enjoyed the surroundings and the road trips and the time with the guys. Yeah, that's a great template for sure. So what happened last year, he just sort of gave into it and said, you know what? I'm going to accept my fate. They took this kid. They traded up to take him in the first round. This could be it for me in Green Bay. And I'm just going to have fun with it and be at peace with it. And I'm going to find my football bliss late in my career. And what was the result of that? You can argue he had his greatest year ever.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Ran away with MVP because he took the pressure off. And the pressure didn't mount again until he got to an NFC championship game at home. And all he talked about that week was, my dream came true. Right. All I ever wanted was one NFC championship game at Lambeau Field, and he got it.
Right.
Well, it didn't work.
Yeah, exactly.
And he had it first and goal at the 8 and 1-2-3 kick because they took the field goal, and he pretty much stunk up the fourth quarter, and they lost to Tom Brady and company. And Brady and company went on to win a Super Bowl that I'm sure Aaron had his sights on, that he could solidify and bookend his career with a second Super Bowl that did not come true.
Correct.
And the whole offseason to me was a sympathy tour for him where he very strategically sent messages out through various reporters that he's unhappy, he wants out, He needs to be traded.
Right.
And ultimately, I think it was a money play, but it was, in the biggest picture, a sympathy play because he wanted to change that narrative you talk about from, I screwed up the NFC Championship game, but I need to become a sympathetic figure to Packer Nation again, and he did.
Right.
Don't go, Aaron. We need you. We love you. You're it. We can't go forward with Jordan Love. We don't even know who he is. We don't know what he is. And he pulled off becoming a very sympathetic figure with Packer Nation because they were all but on their knees. Please come back and give us at least one more year.
Flying all across the country, knocking on his door, trying to get him to come back. Skip, it was him that posted The Last Dance. It was him that I want to host Jeopardy. I want that gig. It was him restructuring his contract. If Aaron Rodgers really wanted to get up out of there, you know who his agent is? David Dunn. People don't know who David Dunn is. That was Carson Palmer's agent. When Carson Palmer says, I want to get up out of Cincinnati and I'm going to retire, Mike Brown says retire. He retired. Guess what? He got traded to the Raiders. So if Aaron Rodgers really wanted to retire and force his hand, he got the agent that just did it.
Stream 85 plus.
Yep, that's the truth.
Academy.
Was like that bluffing. I'm calling and force his hand. He got the agent that just did it. The last guy to do it. Aaron Rodgers was like that bluffing. I'm calling your bluff. Yeah, I'm one of the guys that don't believe it. I do not believe you were going to retire. Okay. You were bluffing, trying to get the Packers to say, look, y'all need to make a decision. Brian Gutekunst or me. There are other general managers. Y'all can't, ain't a whole lot of Aaron Rodgers ever. So he can miss me with this.
I said from the start, he was bluffing. I told you from the start. You said, we need him in Denver.
Yeah, we do.
I got it. He wanted no part of Denver. It's too much pressure. There's no bliss in Denver because all of a sudden you're on the hottest seat because Denver, the Bronco Nation, you know it better than anybody, would sit back and say, okay, you're on.
Right.
Be Peyton. Show us. Show us. You can be our new Peyton Manning, right?
Yeah.
Take us to the promised land. Heck, be Elway.
Right.
You're that great. You can do this. Let's win a couple of more Super Bowls before you retire.
Right.
I don't think he wanted any part of that. I think he loves being the man in a small, biggest fish in a pretty small Green Bay pond. You know it well because your brother played there. And he wants to retire a Packer. And I do not think he wants this to be a farewell tour because I think he wants to play 2 more years.
Well, Skip, why even mention farewell tour?
Well,
why are you so reflective?
Okay, but he posted Last Dance, but he hasn't talked
he's
about a farewell
LeBron
tour.
James.
He just got asked about, is this a farewell tour?
No.
He didn't bring it up.
No, he goes, I don't want a farewell tour. He says, no, I'm playing football. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Nope, he's not done. And he doesn't want to give up that job and that throne that he's on in Green Bay. He does not want to walk away from it just yet.
But then why is everything so reflective? Why is everything so, it's bliss? And, the headphones came off. Well, I mean, especially like when we land in the city, there ain't nobody had no headphones on. Everybody laughing and joking and talking. Now, when you're on your way to the stadium, that's a different mindset, Skip. I'm getting ready.
I think that's what he meant, like on game day bus to the game. Take your headphones off and sort of, instead of going internal into your music and into your zone, just enjoy the sights and sounds.
What sights and sounds? Every city you've gone into?
Of Detroit, right?
How many times they're in the same division? How many times they take the same route to the stadium?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I put him on the couch. It's all peace and love. It's all great. It's all happy because it worked last year.
Wait, you drinking 5 or 6 shots of tequila?
That's all.
Yeah, you're gonna be happy.
Yeah.
You be very, very happy.
Yeah. That's all he talks about, right?
Yes.
A little jack here and there.
Man, come on.
Okay.
Man, just go play football.
Well, he successfully took all the pressure off himself.
Ain't no pressure off him.
And it worked.
Oh no, no, that pressure's on him. After the season he had and the commotion that he caused this offseason, he better have a season damn near close to what he had last year. Absolutely.
Sounds like Shannon Sharpe is turning on Aaron
I ain't
Rodgers.
turning on him, but I'm sick of his BS. I'm here.
Really?
I'm done with all this talking and retiring and farewell and this and I'm going to enjoy the moment. I'm going to be in the present. I want to make this. I don't want to hear none of that.
So you've turned on LeBron James
and
Aaron Rodgers?
I ain't want to turn on I ain't turned on nobody.
You said it will not work with Russell Westbrook. That's what you said. And so I'm taking it to my bank.
I said it's not a natural fit, but if anybody can throw a puzzle on it, don't even let him look at it. Just throw the pieces on the table. Go to figure it out.
Okay. Will Goat Rogers figure it out?
Nah, I don't know. I don't know who you talking about. He might retire in the middle of the season. You know, he was thinking about he was 50-50 right before the season.
What he said.
So he might be 50.
So Shannon Not So Sharpe finally sees the light.
I appreciate the honesty from you, Shannon. I'm curious how this plays out with the season starting. If his tone changes, if it kind of stays this way. You're gonna be all over him.
Yeah, I sure am.
This should be fun. Thank you for watching. You can.
Like I said, it is going to be an interesting season. Shannon Not So Sharpe is finally seeing the light. Now all we need him to do is see it with LeBrownies, and we're A-okay. Look. I've been saying this for 6 years. Crybaby Rodgers, I'm not going to call him a female name. I said I would not call athletes female names and stuff. I said I wouldn't. And I'm not going to call him that word. I'm going to just call him Crybaby Rodgers. And he's a crybaby. All he does is cry. Cry. He's always deflecting. He's always saying something, trying to be tough, and he's stand tall. The problem with Crybaby Rodgers is he thought they wouldn't do to him what they did to Brett Favre. And he must have forgot. You saw what they did to Tom Brady? Tom Brady won 6 Super Bowls. He made New England a relevant franchise. And you know what they decided to do? They shipped his ass out of there quick. So what is you talking about? This is football. It's called Not For Long. Dubbed by Jerry Glanville, who coached the Atlanta Falcons. Just like he said, you know what NFL stand for? Not for long if you keep making them bullshit calls. You know it's the truth. I've been saying this for years, that Crybaby Rodgers is overrated. He's the LeBrownies Jankles of the NFL. He's LeBron. Him and LeBron are the same player. The only difference is the NBA, you can mess with the NBA games a little more. You can control it a little better in the NBA than NFL. NFL is very hard to control the game. Because sometimes you can make a play and call it back or something, but a team still could lose. That you really want to win. So, like I said, this is who he is. This is who he's always going to be. That's just who he is. He's always crying. He's the one who called this out. He's the one who brought everybody back. He's the one who said this the last dance. Like, how? The last dance, Michael and them were going on their second three-peat. Negro, you barely won 1 Super Bowl. And the only reason you won was allegedly Ben Roethlisberger was drunk out of his mind and had a hangover. And he played terrible. And then Palomalu was hurt trying to play on that bad leg. And they still almost had a chance to come back. So this is what I've been trying to tell you guys. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the crying no more. Green Bay Packer fans are sick of Crybaby Rodgers. They're sick of him. It's the truth. People are tired of the crying from this man. Every time he's crying. And this is what they've always said about him. They've said it that he's a guy who always wants attention. Tom Brady threw 2 or 3 picks at the end of the game. All he had to do was run the ball in the end zone. No, he threw the ball across his body to Devontae Adams, and the ball was real low. The ball was low as hell. Devontae had to reach down and try to catch it. This is a joke. This is a joke. This is a joke. It's a joke. It is a straight, complete joke. It's a joke. And we've been trying to tell you this for years. That Rodgers is mad because he is getting the same treatment that Brett Favre got. That's it. That's all. He's mad at that. He's upset. He's upset because he felt like they should have been groveling to him. And it's like, no. 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 You are a employee. You don't run the team. You don't run it at all. It is what it is. You have to deal with it now. So, like I said, I don't trust Crybaby Rodgers. They still have a chance to win the division. He'll be a great regular season quarterback. But his problem is when he gets to the NFC Championship game, he can't get over the hump. But we'll see what he do this year. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you all for listening, and thank you all for supporting the page. We're out. Deezy.